Hi guys, hope everyone's doing well. So, communism strikes again in China, as children under the age of 18 are now being restricted to 1 hour of gaming a night on Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. This is down from 1.5 hours on most days, and platforms must have a real name verification system in place to ensure that the new rules are followed. Facial recognition has been used by companies like Tencent since 2018 to stop young people from gaming all night, and it was even once labelled as spiritual opium by the Chinese government. People are allowed to consume alcohol and moderate themselves, so there's no justifiable reason to stop people from playing games in their free time. Video games have been targeted just because they are technological and rely on the internet, and when it relies on the internet, it will be used against you by the government. As with everything, if we look at the cause, we can often see the effect. China has been pushing the idea of limiting gameplay hours for years now, and with these further restrictions, companies like Tencent and NetEase's facial recognition will be used more than ever. We also have to consider the butterfly or ripple effect and see what these changes will do to the rest of the world. China is at the heart of consumer electronics, and gaming is no different. With heavy restrictions on gaming hours and with the expectance of companies to adopt these changes, we are going to see facial recognition become even more mainstream in China. The two main consoles on the global market at the moment are Sony's PlayStation and Microsoft's Xbox, both of which have their parts manufactured in China and are not excluded from the new rules. They must limit underage gamers to 1 hour of gaming on a Friday, Saturday and Sunday, just like everyone else. Luckily for Sony, they actually started a project in 2017 which fused facial recognition with a console controller. In 2018, China started to restrict young people's gameplay, and in 2019, Sony patented their new idea. Here we are in 2021, and it seems like Sony's patented product may need to be dusted off to meet the requirements of the Chinese government. This may seem like irrelevant information to people like us in the UK and others around the world, but when we look at the effect of this change, it paints a very, very clear picture. Sony is a huge company that makes its gaming money through bulk sales of their consoles, games, controllers and services. When the country that makes the majority of their parts for their biggest asset is telling them that they need to make changes, they're going to do it. It would make perfect sense to incorporate their earlier patented controller into the PS5 with new software to meet the Chinese's new requirements. To offset the cost of this new change, it would be wise for Sony to release the same controller capable of facial recognition to the rest of the world, with features such as edited selfies and fast system login that makes the consumers want the product. At first, facial login will be for convenience, and as time goes on we'll slowly be told that we need to log in with facial recognition because of cyber attacks, and to verify with Sony we'll need to use our passports. Those who have not had the experimental new technology and do not have passports will not be able to access online games, and those who have had the new experimental technology and do have a passport will have every expression they make monitored while they play their game. Our facial expressions give away hints of how we are feeling. A scrunched up nose shows anger or disapproval, a smile can be considered happiness, and artificial intelligence can read all of it. This type of invasiveness is the first step to no longer having a free or private mind. Companies like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube already used advanced algorithms to target you at certain times of the day and with certain content. They even try and target you when you're not online with a notification to get you to actually go back onto their platform. So what happens when Sony's facial recognition and Facebook's algorithms meet in the middle? You have a cloud-based AI which can watch you through your controller. This AI can send you game content, missions, rewards, and this is all based on your emotions. Artificial intelligence can watch each individual and give them whatever content personally keeps them hooked. If you stay online for a few more matches when you win a game, the AI might adjust the settings slightly so that you ultimately win and stay online. You could stay online longer because there's a certain type of race that you like, and the AI will give you more of these types of races just to keep you online for a bit longer. The list of possibilities is endless. And while at first it looks like these are only small changes to things like games consoles, our lives will soon become more digital, and this AI will have a greater hold on what it can actually do and what it can actually control. The people that are creating the artificial intelligence, like Elon Musk, are even saying that it's progressing much faster than they would be able to control. There's no way of knowing how this super intelligence will react, or if it will one day have the true power of decision. And if it does have the true power of decision, we would have quite literally created an artificial god. It would be smarter than every person alive. It could easily corrupt people with money to do its bidding. It wouldn't take much effort for people to quite literally put a body together for it, and it would physically walk around. This may sound like science fiction, but the very real fact is the people who create artificial intelligence warn of the possibility of this happening. And people like Boston Dynamics make robots that can already run, jump and quite literally do backflips. Restrictions on games may seem like a mere drop in the ocean, but it's always the waves caused by the actions that bring change. Keep your eyes open to the tyranny that lurks around the door, and do not give them the satisfaction of putting facial recognition in your home. Join us at www.ukwalkaway.com, and I'll see you in the next video.